we go. It is time to engage in the rampage. Welcome to RWA Rewired. I am the man with the license to thrill, Raymond Aaron Jefferson, also known as Agent Ray. Welcome. And over here to my left is my good friend,
the undeniable Alex J. Nightmare. Good afternoon, Rampagers. Welcome to RWA Rewired, episode 9. And boy, do we have a show for you tonight. Tonight, we have 3 matches, all of them going to be round 1 qualifiers for the men's RWA World Heavyweight Championship that will be decided, and our first RWA World Heavyweight Champion crowned on January 30th at our next spectacle, Avalanche.
It is the climb to Avalanche, and I am excited. We are officially getting underway with our matches here tonight. So, let's start it up with the first match of the night. The first match in the second match in the RWA Men's World Championship Tournament, but first match of the night. So, here we go.
Okay. Like we mentioned earlier, our first match of the night is going to be representing the Apex Order, Malachi, and our own Zachary.
Alrighty, so here we go. First off, this match is set for 1 fall, and it is a first round qualifier match for the RWA Men's World Championship Tournament. Hailing from South Georgia with a height of 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 190 pounds, it is Zachary Achilles. Look at Zachary right there. He is ready to go.
Like I mentioned, Zachary is a dark horse pick for this tournament. I mixed up with him in the middle of the ring, and I was honestly surprised at his strength and agility. That was definitely not an easy victory to come out.
Well, what the hell? Malachi not even wasting any time, just coming in and jumping.
That is the Apex Order's Malachi, Zachary Achilles' opponent tonight. And like I mentioned before, once you start talking about world titles, it does things to a competitor.
Oh, damn. Well, I guess we don't have to announce Malachi here.
This
But
is
the match hasn't
typical.
even started yet.
This is typical Apex activity. You can't get it done by the book. You have to go ahead and cheap shot the man when he's not looking. Look at this. Closed fist punches right to the dome coming from Malachi. Zachary doesn't know where he is. He's still trying to gather his surroundings. He's just got jumped from behind. We need Betty to take order here. Get these two individuals in the ring. Start this match.
If this match even gets started, Zachary might have to call it quits before the match even starts. Oh,
Malachi motioning to Betty Harrowing to ring the bell. Betty reminding Malachi who exactly is in charge here, if she can maintain some charge or any type of order whatsoever.
Zachary's just laid out, but it looks like he's starting to get back up. We actually gonna get this match going? Is it gonna happen?
It's the punches you don't see that hurt and affect you the most, and Zachary was just cold-cocked from behind.
Speared and sucker punched, but Zachary over here already!
There he goes, he's fighting back. Furious punches, lefts and rights. Zachary bouncing off the ropes, comes back to Malachi, hits him with the shoulder block. Malachi flattened out on his back. Gazing up at the lights, he looks a little dazed. Zachary looming over Malachi right now as he tries to gather himself, still feeling the effects from that attack on the stage.
Zachary's.
Malachi raking the eyes once more, sending him into the ropes. Zachary, trying to gather his surroundings, goes over into the turnbuckle, hits those pads super hard. Malachi gathering himself in the middle of the ring.
It makes you wonder. Sorry about that. It makes you wonder, though, exactly how Zachary is feeling here with that sucker punch from behind, that spear.
Well, it appeared that he cleared the cobwebs out when he started mounting that offense back, but Malachi now firmly in control of the momentum of this matchup, climbing onto the top turnbuckle, just raining blows down from overhead. Buddy trying to get the man out of the corner. Technically, when that happens, that is a rope break, so Malachi needs to break and give Zachary some room to breathe, but he's not letting up. He's just smothering Zachary right now. There's the foot across the throat. That is a chokehold. Buddy should be in there counting, getting Malachi back. See, Malachi is a man possessed right now. That RWA Men's World Championship definitely in the mind of every single competitor here at RWA.
And when you've got Malachi going at you like that, the pressure on the throat that Malachi was just giving to Zachary right there in the corner, that makes it hard to breathe. You're gasping for air, trying to get some sense of you're trying to make sense of things again.
See, Zachary powers up and smashes Malachi with a forearm right across the back and a hip toss. That'll stop anybody dead in their tracks. Zachary just needs some room to breathe right now. He has been under attack since before the match even started. He is just looking to gather himself, figure out the game plan, and go ahead and execute against the Apex Orders Malachi right now. Malachi.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, never mind. I was about to ask if this was going to be enough, but it seems like Zachary. This is enough for Zachary. He seems to be on top of it already.
Malachi went for that knee drop and just immediately grabbed his knee in pain once he hit the canvas. I don't know if he tweaked something or if the joint's okay, but if I saw it from here at the desk, Zachary definitely had to notice it as well. Zachary picking Malachi up and whipping him into the corner, and he gives pursuit. Malachi seeming a bit dazed right now as Zachary tries to collect his breath. And Malachi is in a world of hurt right now as Zachary picks up on what I was talking about earlier. He was going right after that knee that got smashed against the canvas when Malachi missed that knee drop. That's just smart strategy, Ray.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame Zachary for fighting dirty back, especially with how Malachi was doing the same thing just a little bit ago. So an eye for an eye as far as I'm concerned.
And this is what I'm talking about. You can't count Zachary out of anything. Even though Malachi is a part of the Apex Order, you have a guy right here in Zachary Aquilius who just wants to not even come out with the W, but might also have those championship aspirations looming in the back of his head. So he's got to take every opportunity that's presented to him. If Malachi makes another mistake, this could be an early night for him.
Indeed. And if that is an early night, it's going to be a big, big win for Zachary here. Oh, what we got here? Oh!
Now it's Zachary just smothering Malachi, not giving him room to breathe. Vicious head smashes against the top turnbuckle. Zachary going ahead to the other post. We might be looking at a coast-to-coast pain train coming up.
Coast-to-coast pain train, here we come!
Zachary.
Oh, here comes Zachary!
And an amazing monkey flip just sends Malachi sailing over the shoulder of Zachary into the middle of the ring, flat on his back once more.
Oh, and listen to the crowd. They're absolutely loving it. They're loving Zachary's offense here.
Zachary needs to figure out something that he can do right now to capitalize on this momentum. He keeps up. The crowd's applause must have awakened a second wind in Zachary. He goes for the pinfall. Betty right there to make the count.
Is this it?
Two. And Malachi just squeezed that shoulder up at the last second.
Oh, man.
That lateral press, both shoulders have to remain pinned to the canvas for Betty to continue to count. That's why we have the best referees here in the business. They have the best view of the action.
Man, that was so close. You can see the disappointment on Zachary's face with that kick out right there.
All right, well, see, Zachary now, for what I was talking about earlier, is making a mistake. He needs to stay on top of Malachi. He does not need to be in the other corner, taking whatever time he is. He had the advantage, and now Malachi is up to a vertical base. Seems to be okay for the most part, trying to collect his bearings. Zachary not paying any attention or any mind whatsoever. This could come back to cost him.
Zachary could be trying to regroup here, though.
I mean, you only have a few moments to collect yourself. This is not the time. You have the advantage, and now Malachi is back up to a vertical base.
Malachi is just staring a hole deep at Zachary right now.
This is giving Malachi a chance to... Oh, see, now he's taunting. I don't know if he's getting caught up in the moment or the spectacle.
Bad decision right there. And I knew it. Showboating was only going to get you so far there.
That got Zachary a size 12 right in the gut. Now he's doubled over in pain. Malachi grabbing the front face lock, taking Zachary away from the ropes towards the center of the ring with evil and bad intentions in his eyes. This is the Malachi that I was talking about. Bam! Smashing the DDT. Zachary driven face first into the canvas, nearly spiked on end over end.
A picture-perfect DDT. Man, when you get hit with one of those, your entire vision just gets blurry. It's hard to see after a hit like that.
I've taken a DDT, and what it does is it compresses the spine. You lose fingertip feeling. It's hard for you to find your legs underneath you. Your body tells you that it can't move when your mind's letting you make a move. DDT is a devastating maneuver.
Not just the vision, not just the spine. It also hurts like hell. So there's also that.
And just like that, Malachi is now in firm control of this matchup. A jumping arm breaker. Zachary writhing around in pain on the floor. You gotta be thinking that Malachi is trying to slow the pace of this match down.
He might be, just to get back into his own favor.
He was taking a beating earlier, so he needs to take all the time he can get to recollect himself. Now Zachary trying to fight his way back up to a vertical base as well. He was DDT'd. That arm has to be hurting. He was writhing around, grabbing his shoulder. I don't know if it's dislocated. He appears to be fine as he makes his way back to a vertical base, nursing that arm. Both men staring each other down intently, trying to figure out what it's going to take to put the other away. Malachi reaching out, grabbing a wrist. Wrist lock right now, putting all that pressure on the shoulder joint, trying to figure out where to go from here.
This might not be good for Zachary here.
Zachary needs to find a way to make that right there. That is a picture-perfect arm drag takedown, taking the man over his hip, using it as a fulcrum, and driving his opponent into the mat while holding on to the arm. Now Malachi finding a way to get back to a vertical base as well. Both men in a collar and elbow tie-up, jockeying for position. This is a game of inches here, ladies and gentlemen. Both competitors so evenly matched. Zachary sending Malachi over to the corner. Malachi impacting into that top turnbuckle.
This is giving Malachi a little bit of a chance to breathe, but not for long, I don't think. Zachary's catching his breath too. What could happen?
Oh, Zachary grabbing Malachi by the back of the head and just ramming those right hands into the breadbasket. That'll take the wind out of you real fast. As evidenced by Malachi dropping to a knee, actually, trying to collect himself, and then Zachary, for whatever reason, decides to flip him the bird and taunt him, rubbing it in his face a little bit. Zachary needs a big moment right here. Malachi, right in the pills. Did you see that?
I saw that. But did Beth see it? Did Betty see that? It doesn't seem like Betty saw it.
Betty was moving out of position. I don't know if Zachary was blocking the view, but that was a definite intentional low blow from Malachi to Zachary. Now he sets up for the power bomb. There is not a better power bomb in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Driving Zachary into the canvas, the wind knocked out of his sails. He is staring up at the lights. That is a devastating maneuver from Malachi to Zachary. Now, Malachi goes for the cover. He's going to be looking for 3 from Betty. You might as well count to 10.
It is over.
Well, there you have it.
Like that.
Zachary looked to be in firm control of that matchup before Malachi, as the Apex Order staple indicates, took the shortcut, kicking the man in the pills and hitting him with that devastating powerbomb. I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. I certainly am disappointed, though. But it's not my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, representing the Apex Order, it is Malachi. Oh, and Zachary trying to gather himself. Obviously disappointed, but he has nothing to hang his head over. Nothing to be ashamed of. He definitely gave it his all, and I'm sure he will bounce back from this setback better than ever.
Zachary there. No shame in defeat there, but man, that is really tough. I attribute that mainly to the sneak attack from behind that Malachi had already done onto Zachary beforehand, but Zachary did.
I mean, like we mentioned before, that was a first-round qualifier for the RWA Men's World Title Tournament, so that means that Malachi does advance in that tournament that will be culminating on January 30th at our next spectacle, Avalanche. So, that means that his opponent will be decided in our second match of the evening. As a reminder, that second match will be Apex Order's resident psychopath, I guess he's going by right now, Avarice Askham, taking on the good old guy, Bumpy Rhodes.
The American Psycho, Avarice Askham.
Yeah, it's not just a name, ladies and gentlemen. I can test from firsthand experience that this man is something else right now. He has nothing but purpose and drive. He is a definite favorite to take this whole thing with him.
He stabbed you.
Yeah, I know, Ray. I was there.
Well, anyway, I think it's time to get this next match underway. So, here we go. This next match, qualifier match, is set for one fall. Hailing from Mansion Row, at a height of 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing at 220 pounds, representing the Apex Order, he is the American Psycho, Avarice Askham. Man, look at that jacket, Alex. It's covered in your blood still. He hasn't even cleaned it or anything.
Have eyes, Ray.
And what a disturbing individual Avarice Askham is.
Cut that music off. You shut up down there. I don't care if you know, come there and slap you across your fucking mouth. When I talk, you shut the fuck up.
Hey, I've got nothing against you.
Shut up.
Mic is yours.
Oh, boo. You're so mad at what I did. When I told you all, I sat there and I told you what was going to happen. You sit there and boo, you're like, oh, gotta win! Our hero's the best! Yay! Fuck you all. Because in this ring, I'm roast your fucking bones. If I say something's gonna happen, it damn well's going. Because the difference between me and everyone else in that bag, well, besides Malachi and Lyra, of course, is Apex plays by our own rules. We will do literally anything. Shut up! I'm sick of it. Every fucking time I'm out here, show me some goddamn respect. Shut your fucking mouths. Every fucking time you fucking ingrates come out here, boo, boo, boo. When I'm talking, when daddy's at the dinner table talking, the kids shut their fucking mouth.
Fucking piece of shit. No good motherfucker.
The fucking manners on these people. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I will do literally anything to get that fucking belt because I am destined for that belt. That is mine. It belongs to the Apex Order and we will fucking collect. If I have to put every one of those sons of bitches in the back 6 feet under, so fucking be it. And that starts with Father Time back there, Bumpy. Yeah. You know what? You've been on pain in my ass for too long. You and your senile old hag of a wife. But I'm feeling gracious today. So you know what, Bumpy? Here's the deal. You come out here, you lay down. I'm talking about lay all the way down on your back. Lay there. I cover you for a free count, and I won't fucking beat your ass to a pulp. That's the only fucking mercy you're gonna get from me. Play his fucking music.
Wow, strong words and colorful vocabulary from Avarice Askin here. But regardless, we do have a match coming in, so introducing his opponent from the outskirts of Death Valley, standing in at a height of 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds, representing his wife, good old Granny. He is the dang old guy, Bumpy Rhodes!
This place is coming unglued for Father Time, the dang old guy, Bumpy Rhodes. You know, if I was Avarice, I would have picked a different phrase to describe Bumpy as, because in this industry and in life, the only man who comes out undefeated every single time is Father Time. You can take that to the bank.
Oh, you definitely believe it. And Bumpy, he's actually looking pretty good. He's looking ready to rumble here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just say that?
Yeah, he's looking lean, looking good. Definitely in ring shape.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, never mind. That's Bumpy.
That's good old Bumpy. Very old Bumpy, I should say.
And then he just gets right back up. That's a Bumpy Rhodes hallmark. You can't keep him down.
Alright, well, we've got Betty Harrowing here, checking up on Bumpy, making sure he's all clear and ready to go. Alright, now Betty checking Avarice, making sure he's got nothing on him. I hope he doesn't have anything on him. I would not want to see Bumpy having to go through all that, like all that you did there, Alex.
Well, that was an unsanctioned match. Technically, I'm still undefeated in RWA competition, so... I mean, and also, I guess in his defense, I did staple his face to his face, and I did tase him, and I did put him through a ladder. I'm not saying that I had it coming, because I was kind of crossing the line, but it was a different time.
Oh, and Betty rang the bell. Here we go!
Both men meeting in the center of the ring right now, staring each other down. This is a personal battle for Bumpy Rhodes, like I had mentioned. Avarice Askham trying to take out him and his wife, good old Granny.
Whoa! Did Bumpy just do that?
He's showing off. He's definitely doing that DDP yoga as both men engage in a collar and elbow tie-up in the middle of the ring, jockeying for position. Avarice Askham pushing Bumpy Rhodes back, Bumpy giving an inch, laying in with a right hand. Bumpy Rhodes seemingly unfazed. That man has an iron jaw behind that beard.
Oh, Bumpy here. Bumpy looking like he's actually doing pretty well. Oh, look at those. Oh, man.
Those are two solid right hands from Bumpy Rhodes. That's a kick right to the breadbasket. Bumpy coming off the ropes with a massive clothesline, sending Avarice to the ground, looking up at the lights.
Bumpy Rhodes looking like Tom Brady up there, showing that age does not matter to him whatsoever.
He has not skipped a beat. If he is the dang old guy, he's not showing his age, taking a victory lap around the ring. This is the same thing I was talking about with Zachary. I'm not trying to tell my elders what to do, but he needs to stay on Avarice just like that. Massive splash off the ropes, caving in Avarice's chest. Avarice writhing in pain right now as Bumpy goes for a cover, hooks the far leg, one, and Avarice kicks out.
I tell you what, good effort from Bumpy. You know Granny has to be watching right now and has to be very proud of what Bumpy is doing in the ring right now.
Avarice Askham might be a little surprised that this is coming out of Bumpy Rhodes. He doesn't seem to know what's going on, gathering his thoughts on the ground, trying to get some wind back in his legs and find his legs underneath him. Bumpy giving him a hand by helping him up to his feet, plotting his next move, and but right in the pills. Betty didn't see it again, and Avarice turning things around with that jawbreaker. Bumpy on his back, looking up at the lights now as Avarice tries to plan his next move. This man, I want to say, is unhinged, crazy, psychopathic, but the truth is he is very methodical and calculated. He knows exactly what he's doing right now as he's taking that foot and he is driving it into the solar plexus of Bumpy Rhodes.
Well, you said you want to say psychopath and he's being very methodical, but that's the thing about psychopaths. They are methodical. They are able to take just these calculated assaults. You don't know what they're thinking. They could easily do something and you not even know it until it's too late. And that looks like what Avarice is doing. Right there with those forearms, right to the head of Bumpy.
Whatever it is, it's certainly effective as Avarice gains the full mount position, and Bumpy is busted open already. He is busted open, those elbows against the skin. There is not much surface area right there. It does not take much to open up a cut, and Bumpy Rhodes is now donning the crimson mask. Yeah, at the same time, somebody owes somebody a soda, and look at the disrespect, wiping his feet and the blood off on the ropes of this RWA ring.
Avarice earlier saying, fuck you, you old piece of shit. Now he's saying, fuck you, eat shit. Oh, boy.
On Bumpy because he's back up at a vertical base. He is staggered and bloody but not beaten, grabbing the foot as Avarice tries to go for a big boot right now. Avarice doesn't know what to do, and an elbow right to the knee. Bumpy shooting off the ropes, coming back into Avarice, and a big boot sends Avarice crashing down to the canvas again once more.
Well, Bumpy's not really wearing boots, so it might be like a big foot. Oh, and he landed with that one.
That is a standing frog splash into a cover. Betty drops down. 1, 2, and Avarice just gets the shoulder up. Oh, that could not have been any closer, Ray.
Oh, man. I tell you what, Bumpy right now is teaching Avarice not to mess with your elders. He's teaching Avarice to respect your elders right now. Bumpy is a man on a mission, and he looks like he could take this match.
Do you imagine the shockwaves it would send through to the foundations of RWA if Bumpy Rhodes advanced in the tournament to crown our first RWA Men's World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh, it would be an amazing sight. You just think of it. There would be like doilies falling from the sky. Oh!
A whirling leg sweep sends a rushing Bumpy Rhodes crashing face first into the ground, and Bumpy immediately grabbing that right ankle in pain.
Avarice going, gotcha, bitch! Right onto Bumpy.
Bumpy trying to get back up to his vertical base, but he cannot put any weight on that leg as Avarice grabs both wrists and starts driving that heel into the face of Bumpy Rhodes. The already crimson mask of Bumpy Rhodes now taking multiple unprotected shots to the face, and Betty Harlan is taking a very close look at this action. She might stop this match.
Fuck you! I told you! You asked for this! Avarice is screaming at Bumpy. Just completely screaming. Bumpy, I don't know if Bumpy could take much more of this. Avarice is unhinged now, like you said.
Well, Bumpy said into the corner right now, Irish whip. Avarice closing the distance, moving in, and just stomping a mud hole into Bumpy Rhodes. Bumpy can't he cannot withstand the assault as he is sent down, and Avarice just driving those unprotected stomps into the solar plexus of Bumpy, now driving that heel across the throat of Bumpy Rhodes. Betty in there and trying to make a count to get Avarice off of him. You cannot hold. That is a chokehold. He has to count of 5 and he breaks the hold.
Oh no, this is not looking good for Bumpy. I had high hopes. Bumpy was looking really good, but Avarice is just he's going in nuts right now. Oh, and there's the face rush.
To be honest, I'm surprised that Bumpy was doing as well as he did, and because he surprised me then, there's nothing saying he can't surprise both of us in the future, but right now he needs to find a way to get some distance between himself and Avarice Askham, because Avarice is putting the boots to him quite literally.
Yeah, and with the fact that Bumpy is now leaking like a faucet leaking like a faucet right now, it's not going so well for Bumpy anymore. His face is just covered in red. It's hard for Bumpy to see. He's probably got a massive migraine at this point. He could be concussed for all we know.
Stitches are in Bumpy Rhodes' future for sure, no matter how the outcome of this match plays out, but Avarice drags him back to the center of the ring, hits him with that sidewalk slam, and Bumpy might be on his last legs here, folks.
Could this be it? Could Avarice be looking for the end of this match right here? Could he be looking to put Bumpy away?
Well, he needs to stop admiring his handiwork right now and focus on the task at hand.
Well, he's the American Psycho. Of course he's got to play with his food a little bit.
Massive forearm club to the back sends Bumpy Rhodes to the canvas, not once, but 2 times. Avarice picking Rhodes up, figuring out what to do.
Oh, my lord. Oh, looking setting up.
Sets him up for a power bomb. And sends Bumpy crashing down to the canvas once more.
This is not looking good for Bumpy. Not one bit. Betty might need to stop this match if this goes on much further.
I mean, people have to take into account Bumpy Rhodes' age. He is a newlywed. Good old Granny, I hope, is cheering her newfound husband on, but there's a part of me that doesn't want to...
Look at Avarice! He just unbuckled the turnbuckle! He's exposed the turnbuckle!
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the difference between a competitor like Avarice and a competitor like Malachi. Malachi is not afraid to take shortcuts to come out with the W. Avarice is in full control of this matchup. He just wants to hurt people.
Oh, please don't do this! This guy is an old man. He's an elderly man. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Avarice, no. You need to stop him. Oh my God! Avarice just powerbombed Bumpy Rhodes into that exposed turnbuckle. The back of that man's skull smashed into the unprotected metal with a sickening thud. Bumpy Rhodes might be out, but he needs to take a really close look and figure out what she wants to do with this match. Dropping down for a count. 1, 2. Bumpy kicks out! Bumpy kicks out!
I can't believe this actually happened! Bumpy kicked out of that powerbomb that went straight to the exposed turnbuckle! Is this guy even human? And the argument...
Finding the guts and the gumption from somewhere to somehow raise his shoulder up off of the mat before Betty reached 3.
The RWA Rampagers here, excited that Bumpy kicked out, but Avarice is walking around circling around him, stalking him like he's a piece of meat, and he's
like
a lion
buzzard,
on the prowl.
like a buzzard in the desert over a corpse circling.
Avarice is signaling for the end, it looks like.
Bumpy getting back to a vertical base right now. As another solid kick to the solar plexus. Bumpy doubling over in pain once again, bleeding all over the place. He goes up for a third power bomb. Bumpy in no man's land right now. Avarice in firm control. He seems to be teetering a bit. And Bumpy over the shoulder. He manages to get out of the predicament on the back. Avarice turns around. Bumpy looking to meet him with a solid right hand. Another right hand. Avarice is reeling right now. Massive chop across the chest. You can hear it echoing across the walls of the ramshack. Another one for his troubles. And
an atomic elbow! Bionic elbow, not atomic. Wow. Bumpy is just showing everyone here why he is who he is. Bumpy is just... I'm surprised. I am impressed by the handiwork of Bumpy Rhodes here.
Bumpy Rhodes driving him down with that DDT. He needs to make a cover. This is his moment. Buddy right there to make the count. Drops down 1, 2, and Avarice just gets the shoulder up.
No!
I was convinced that Bumpy Rhodes was going to be going on to face Malachi in the second round of this tournament, but somehow Avarice Askham manages to find a way to get his shoulder up off the mat before that hand reached down for 3.
Could you imagine, though, if Bumpy wins, if he goes on to face Malachi and he beats Malachi, then that means he single-handedly took out 2 members of the Apex Order, but Avarice is not staying down.
One of the things that Bumpy Rhodes said to good old Granny when they got married is they were going to take over the dang on RWA. And you know what? I have little reason to doubt him right now. He is doing very well against Avarice Askham. He could be moments away from picking up the victory here tonight.
Could you imagine if you had to face Bumpy?
I want to think about that right now. Bumpy sending Avarice over the top rope, crashing to the floor.
Wow. This right here is what RWA is all about. The drama, the competition. These 2 men right here are going at it, tearing each other apart. But oh, Bumpy, are you all right?
Bumpy just needs to collect himself right now. There is nothing saying that he has to go out and collect Avarice to roll him back in the ring. I would be happy with a count-out right here, but that's not what Bumpy wants to do. Bumpy right now is most likely remembering all those things that Avarice was saying to him and his newlywed betrothed, the good old Granny. This is personal for him, and he is making it personal, sending him out to the floor as Bumpy gives chase.
Are we about to see a flying old guy?
No, listen, Bumpy, you need to think about this. Bumpy, you really need to think about this. Bumpy is sending to the top turnbuckle as Avarice looks on, please.
Do you want to take 2 years off of your life, Bumpy? No!
Bumpy, no! Avarice catches him. Avarice Askham catches him in midair.
Oh, this isn't good. This isn't
not
good.
And a massive backbreaker. Massive backbreaker, sending Bumpy Rhodes to the ground.
Right on the spine that hit the exposed turnbuckle. That can't be good.
Bumpy Rhodes jumped off of the top turnbuckle. Avarice Askham catches him in midair and then drives his knee into the lower spine of the man, taking him to the ground. And now Avarice Askham driving Bumpy Rhodes into the steel steps, sending them crashing apart at the foundation. And Bumpy Rhodes is now on the short end of the stick once again.
What an absolute sick, twisted individual. He is out for blood. Avarice is out for blood. He has thrown Bumpy onto his knee. He's thrown Bumpy into the steps. Come on. Enough is enough. Just finish the match already.
The man can't even stand on his own 2 feet. He was sent into the corner and he tripped over his ankles back into the ring. Avarice rolling in after him. The man can't stand up. Betty's looking at the action right now. And this is it. Setting him up. This is a coronation setup right here. Avarice grabbing that gotch grip.
Go to hell.
And
there we
the exclamation point. That is the coronation pile driver, ladies and gentlemen.
You old piece of shit. You fucking... I'll fucking teach you a lesson.
I do apologize for what you just heard right there on the airwaves.
Avarice Askham grabbing the wrists of an unconscious Bumpy Rhodes right now, driving his foot into the side of Bumpy's skull. Betty needs to get in there and take control of this action.
Betty, just stop it! Just stop the match, Betty!
One more time.
Oh, no.
You need to get in there and stop this. You cannot let him continue to do this to Bumpy Rhodes, even with another coronation power driver. Enough is enough. Stop the damn match. Please, Betty, count. Please.
Count it. 1, 2, and 3. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and advancing to the next round of the RWA Men's World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, Avarice Askham.
Avarice just completely laying waste to Bumpy there in the final moments. There was a few moments where I thought Bumpy put up a hell of a fight, Alex. He really did, but this is just, that's just wrong what Avarice did to him. He had every opportunity to just finish the match, but he had to go for blood. He had to be the American Psycho that we all know.
And Bumpy was showing a lot of upside in that entire match. He almost had it won on numerous occasions, specifically with that DDT, and then he sent Avarice over the top, and I don't know if it was just the culmination of the blood loss. He was opened up early on in the match. The fatigue, just the moment setting in, and he made one mistake going to that top turnbuckle, and Avarice just unhinged.
We may need medical attention for Bumpy. Bumpy is not getting up whatsoever. Bumpy is still laid out. Yeah, he has yet to get up. Can we get some medical attention here for Bumpy?
We gotta delay this. We can't have this next match go on. Can we please go to commercial or something and get somebody out here to help Bumpy, please?
From Baby Take a Bow to Curly
Oh,
Temple
God.
and Heidi, America's favorite
Oh,
little
God.
girl, Shirley Temple, has been entertaining us for generations. And now, through this exclusive TV offer, you can experience the most comprehensive DVD collection of one of the brightest stars in film history. But you haven't seen Shirley until you've seen her brilliantly restored in black and white and in color. Presenting the Shirley Temple Little Darling DVD collection. 18 timeless films packed with hours of her unforgettable singing.
Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop.
Spectacular dancing. And pure wholesome fun the entire family will enjoy together.
Oh, my duck does a wonderful trick. My duck can lay an egg.
And just what is so wonderful about that?
Well, can you lay an egg?
These classic Shirley Temple films have stood the test of time, and you'll cherish sharing these heartwarming adventures again and again with your family and friends. Bring home the magic of Shirley Temple with the new Shirley Temple Little Darling DVD collection. 18 classic family films, beautifully restored in black and white and in color for just 2 payments of $24.99. Call now and receive this collectible photo of Shirley Temple absolutely free with your paid order. This collection is not sold in stores and only available through this exclusive TV offer.
Oh, my goodness.
If these priceless movies could lift a nation during the worst of times, imagine what they can do for you and your family today. Tales of innocence,
I wanted to talk to you about getting married.
friendship,
Will you be my friend? Whenever I do anything wrong at the table.
courage,
A lot of spunk, haven't you?
Well, I'm not afraid of you.
hope,
Please take very good care of my duck and my pony. Please see that they don't catch pneumonia.
and love.
I miss you, Daddy. Do you miss me? I don't know how much I love you, but it's an enormous lot.
And now you can enjoy the original black and white movies and the beautifully restored color versions, all in one amazing DVD collection at the most incredible price. These films have been digitally restored and remastered to preserve their integrity and quality.
We should be together, you and I.
This is a limited time offer, so don't miss your opportunity to own the most complete Shirley Temple DVD collection ever. Call now to order your special edition Shirley Temple.
All right, it seems like we are back. Welcome back, everyone, to RWA Rewired. Man, that was that commercial right there. That's Shirley Temple, everyone. Now, well, this has been one hell of a night so far. Can you believe that we're already down to the final match of the night? But it seems like
I don't mean to cut you off here, but I'm just getting word from the back right now that there's something weird going on with Bumpy Rhodes' HMO and his health insurance. So RWA technically can't touch him without assuming the costs of a multitude of other procedures and circumstances and pre-existing conditions that he has. So we wish Bumpy Rhodes the best, and hopefully he'll be fine.
Bumpy's just gonna lay there?
That's what I'm being told from the back.
Oh, well, okay, then on with the show, I guess. Anyway, we've got the main event, the final match of the night, which is another round 1 tournament match for the RWA Men's World Championship. So here we go. The winner of this will face Alex J. Nightmare in the second round of the tournament. You must be happy for this one, Alex. Anyway, here we go. So this match right here, your main event, is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 199 pounds and standing at a height of 5 feet 11 inches tall. He is Pasta Lopez.
When you want to talk about a complete athlete, a total package, you're talking about a guy like Pasta Lopez. This man right here has it all. He has the athleticism, he has the strength, he has the charisma, he's got the drive. He could very well take it all the way towards the finals of the RWA World's Men's Heavyweight Championship Tournament, where he'll face me, and that's another story altogether. But Pasta Lopez definitely has all the tools of a champion, and I'm looking forward to seeing him compete here tonight.
Pasta Lopez, he is ready to go. Look at him. He's got the looks, he's got the tights, he's got the armbands, and he's even got the mustache. We are ready for one hell of a fight from Pasta here. Hell yeah! Woo to you too, Pasta! We're ready for a fight.
Very harrowing, putting that turnbuckle pad back on from the match previously, making sure everything's okay in the ring. And Pasta Lopez ascends it, and the crowd is just eating it up. The charisma on this man is astounding.
Now, that's just one half of the match right here. We're on to the next one. So, introducing his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 175 pounds and standing in at a height of 5 feet 8 inches tall, he is the Tomahawk, Henry Parker.
And there he is, RWA's own stoolman, Henry Parker, donning a mask once more, it seems like. Ready for in-ring competition here tonight at Rewired.
We just gave Bumpy a high five. Seems like Bumpy wasn't that too hard on doing that bad, seeing that Bumpy was able to reach up for a high five there. Oh, he even gave us a high five. What good sportsmanship from Henry here.
Now, like I was mentioning before in the pre-show, the question tonight is going to be, did the time away from the ring affect Henry Parker? Ring rust is a real thing. He's only been competing on a semi-regular basis, this last time being against Cody Hooley in the Parker versus Hooley matchup, and it did not end so well for Henry Parker. He's got a tough test against him tonight in Pasta Lopez. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out.
You told me. You know what? Talk about a stark difference in opponents, though. Cody Hooley and that Parker versus Hooley was a dream match to behold. But Pasta versus Henry Parker here, this one right here is gonna be one hell of a fight too. So here we go. We've got a great match tonight here. Betty checking up on both of them, waiting to see if they're ready. Well, I'm ready. Are you ready, Alex?
I'm ready. Are you ready here, Rampage?
It looks like the Rampagers in the Ram Shack are ready. Pasta says, let's effing go. Here we go.
Main event of the evening, Pasta Lopez versus Henry Parker, is underway officially. Both men circling one another in the ring.
The two of them are just walking on back and forth, pacing, wondering what's going to happen here.
Henry right now is most likely trying to get his legs back from underneath him. He's been out of competition since that Parker versus Hooley matchup in the summer. Pasta, who's been putting in the reps every week, this is just another day at the office for him, but he would be remiss to underestimate Henry Parker as both men stare each other down, circling one another, getting back to the middle of the ring, and there's the collar and elbow tie-up. Henry Parker is the smaller man in this matchup right now as Pasta exerts the leverage, grabbing the wrist, going for a wrist lock right now. Henry Parker rolls, cartwheels, turns the momentum against him, grabs a wrist lock of his own, putting Pasta Lopez on notice, takes the arm over his shoulder, smashing it, driving it, works the limb once more. Pasta Lopez rolling, reversing the pressure with a backflip, and takes Henry Parker up and over. Pasta Lopez comes out on top, grabbing his arm, putting some space in between him as he tries to figure out the puzzle that is Henry Parker.
Well, you know this here though. If Pasta is going to go with Henry here, go toe to toe with Henry, Pasta's going to have to figure something out for Henry's speed. Henry kipping up backwards.
Henry Parker ducking underneath that leg lariat. Pasta Lopez almost taking out Betty Harrowing as Henry Parker ascends the apron once more. Springboard precision dropkick into the mush of Pasta Lopez, connects dead center. And Pasta Lopez right now is very quickly finding himself on the losing end of this exchange as Henry Parker is in full control of the pace of this matchup. Henry Parker moving in right now, goes for a clothesline, sends Pasta Lopez on the mat, massive lariat. Henry Parker feeling it right now, circling around Pasta Lopez as he writhes around on the canvas in pain, plotting his next move. Henry Parker needs to capitalize on this momentum and keep the pace of this match, his pace, fast, agile. Pasta Lopez right now trying to figure out his bearings, where he exactly is right now. Henry Parker stalking Pasta Lopez, grabbing the top rope. Rope shoots off, comes in, sends Pasta Lopez, and both men go crashing to the floor. Rampage, let me hear you. It does not get much better than this.
Oh man, look at the way those two hit the mat. Almost fell into Bumpy there, but it looks like they're brawling out here in the middle of the floor now.
Both men scrambling to their feet, exchanging blows right now. Lefts and rights coming from Pasta Lopez, smashing against the mask and the jaw of Henry Parker. Henry seems dazed right now as a right hand connects from Pasta Lopez. Pasta Lopez sending Henry Parker crashing into the steel steps as Henry Parker goes ass over kettle, knee into the steps, and he right now is in a world of hurt. Pasta Lopez is sending the steps to the apron, trying to figure out his next move as Henry lies motionless on the canvas, trying to collect himself and get his legs back up from underneath. I'm coming to a vertical base, still looking wobbly. The legs aren't all there yet. He might still be seeing stars. Pasta Lopez right now stalking his prey as Betty is up to a count of 6 right now. These two men need to remember that they cannot allow themselves to be both counted out right now. Henry Parker diving out of the way as Pasta Lopez comes with that round kick. Henry Parker slides back into the ring right now as Pasta looking for Henry on the outside. Henry right now is just trying to get whatever space he can between him and Pasta Lopez to get this match reset, and he's got the oh my God! Did you see that? Henry Parker goes for a flying crossbody after rope walking as Pasta Lopez grabs him out of midair and smashes him against the apron with a Uranagi.
Man, sorry about that. Henry there though. Henry just like taking a note from the Alex J Nightmare class of rope walking, but it didn't actually hold to any avail here as Pasta managed to catch Henry there, and Henry is now in trouble.
I'm out of breath right now. Is that what I make all the commenters do all the time when I do stuff like that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm out of breath.
Yeah, you are. No wonder, like, this match is going full pace right now. Even Pasta's fast. Pasta now hooking the leg. Count of 2. Oh, man.
Henry Parker barely getting that shoulder up right now as Pasta Lopez is looking to collect himself and catch a bit of a breather right now, nursing that left arm. I don't know if it got tweaked or if there's some type of injury that went on, but he is really holding that arm as Henry Parker makes his way back up to a vertical base, seeing stars, and a snapdragon suplex for his trouble, sending him back down to the mat as Pasta Lopez right now firmly in control of this matchup once again.
What a snapdragon suplex that was too, and it looks like Pasta is not done here. Oh, are we getting a curb stomp here? It looks like a curb stomp.
We're looking at California Smile curb stomp, sending Henry Parker's skull directly into the canvas.
And that could not have felt good, but this could work at Pasta's this could work for Pasta's favor here. Pasta just needs to capitalize. I don't know why Pasta hasn't tried to pin Henry there.
Well, Pasta right now might be more concerned about how his arm's feeling than winning the match. He might be more concerned, like there might be an injury, like I alluded to earlier. Pasta Lopez picking up Henry Parker, sending him into the corner right now, still nursing that arm as he goes to the opposite post. Henry trying to figure out where he is. Pasta firing himself up, dabs with the good arm.
Oh, you cannot
That might have given Henry the time that he needed. He gets him Pasta Lopez with a back elbow. Pasta Lopez catching Henry Parker as he ascends to the top turnbuckle. Henry trying to look to capitalize on that elbow, kicking away Pasta Lopez, setting him to the canvas that provides the space that Henry Parker needs. Henry Parker right now is stalking Pasta Lopez from the top turnbuckle.
Henry's in a position though. Henry's in a position to capitalize here.
Keep your eyes on Henry Parker. Henry Parker looking to take flight. Oh! Caught mid-air. Trouble in paradise.
That was a cyclone kick, actually.
I misspoke. Cyclone kick. Pasta Lopez was looking for that kick earlier on the outside, and he ended up missing it. Does not miss there. Connects with Henry Parker flush mid-air, and he takes that right on the chin. Pasta Lopez looking to cover. Hooks the far leg. Betty Harling 1, 2, and somehow Henry Parker barely gets his shoulder up.
Henry managing to find a breath. Just an instant away from losing there. Henry is still in this match. What a match this has been so far. And it only feels like it just started. These two are putting it on the line already. What a hell of a fight this has turned out to be. I am impressed by these two individuals right here.
Both these gentlemen know what it is to be a world champion. Both these individuals know that you need to have that special gear, that special place, the extra level that you have to go to make it your night every night, and both of these individuals are tapping into the energy right now as Pasta Lopez brings Henry Parker down to one knee with a super kick, trying to get the feeling back in his arm. He shoots off the ropes, come back, and Henry Parker rolls underneath the clothesline. Both gentlemen out of the way. Henry Parker rope shoots on his own, hits him with a massive forearm. Henry Parker coming in with vicious strikes, lefts, rights, a chop for his troubles. Henry Parker shooting off the ropes, coming back. Pasta Lopez meets him in the middle. Henry Parker goes for a boot, catches it. Pasta Lopez in a dragon whip.
Picture perfect dragon whip right there from Henry Parker, using the momentum of Pasta from that swing against Pasta.
The heel of Henry Parker's boot connected with the jaw of Pasta Lopez. Pasta Lopez might be knocked out clean as Henry Parker just tries to collect himself and give him a second to breathe.
Who's going to capitalize on this moment right here? Henry could easily take over right here, right now. Pasta getting up, though, and leaning against the turnbuckle.
His legs still aren't there. He has to hold himself up in the turnbuckle. He can't stand on his own. Henry Parker sees this, lines him up, goes to the opposite corner. He's picking his shots, ladies and gentlemen. Henry Parker.
Are we about to see something magical here? Coast to coast!
Looking for the knee. Looking for the knee. Henry Parker sends him to the canvas. Massive knee from Henry.
Betty, of course, getting Henry out of the way, but oh
God!
Did Henry just kick so hard he flew out of? That was the forearm. He flew out of between the ropes with that forearm. What a!
It was one of those situations where Henry's smaller stature came back to actually help him. He was not stopped by the ropes. Instead, his momentum allowed him to carry out to the arena floor as that massive lariat takes the wind out of Pasta Lopez's sails as he tries to get back up to a vertical base. He still doesn't know because he's seeing stars. Ladies and gentlemen, Pasta Lopez right now is busted open. I don't know if it was from that forearm or if it happened earlier in the match, but what is undeniable about Pasta right now, he is definitely sporting that crimson mask as Henry Parker ascends to the top rope, springboard, looking for that kick, and he sails right over Pasta Lopez's head. Pasta manages to get out of the way at the last second.
He went for the Hawkeye there. That was the Hawkeye. He missed with the Hawkeye. Oh my lord. Pasta here could easily capitalize. What's going to happen?
Pasta's trying to figure out where he is right now. That blood is pouring into his eyes. He might be losing his bearings. Wipes the blood out of his face. Rushes into Henry Parker. Target acquired. Pasta Lopez trying to kick it into that gear I was talking about as he engages into Rampage on Henry Parker's face with a series of massive right hands. Henry Parker's head getting bounced around like a speed bag.
Wailing on him. Just wailing. Oh, and there's a toe kick.
Henry immediately doubles over in pain. I don't know if that was to the liver or to the spleen. Pasta capitalizes, goes for a vertical suplex, and slams him down. That is the al dente, ladies and gentlemen. That is usually the end of Pasta Lopez's opponent's nights as Pasta covers 1, 2, 3.
And it is over. What a match. What a match that was.
Henry Parker, for whatever reason, has no... I'm at a loss for words. As a man who has made a career out of death-defying dives, I've never seen him perform quite like Henry Parker has. But they just couldn't get it done tonight. Pasta Lopez coming out on top. The resiliency of Pasta allowed him to stay into this match long enough to avoid that massive kick that has put so many people away from Henry Parker, duck underneath and hit the al dente. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like I know who my dance partner is for round 2 of this tournament.
Yeah, that's right.
That man is Pasta Lopez.
Regardless, we gotta be official here. The winner of this match, Pasta Lopez. And Alex, you've got your work cut out here for you next week. You got any strategy? Oh,
I'm not gonna. I do, yes. I'm not gonna say it out loud where Pasta's here and he can hear.
Oh, we're gonna get. Looks like Tomahawk slugging his fist in the mat though. Not happy.
You put it all on the line and you give it your all and you just come up short again. I mean, that's obviously got to be frustrating for Henry Parker. And I don't mean to say like come up short because he's short. I mean, he just didn't get it done tonight for whatever reason, and he's obviously frustrated. Pasta Lopez coming up to him and extending his hand in sportsmanship, saying, "Good match." Henry Parker has something to say. Parker.
Henry!
He's in his own head right now and pushes Pasta away for a second. There it is.
Oh, there you go. That's Henry's way of showing sportsmanship right there. He didn't want the handshake. He just wanted to raise Pasta's hand.
Man is obviously still upset that he lost, smacking away Pasta's hand when he went for the handshake. I mean, I don't know if that was in best spirits or not, because when Pasta extended his hand, he smacked that arm that Pasta Lopez was nursing the entire match. I don't know if it was hard or not, but congratulations to Pasta Lopez. I will see you next week. Henry, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Please don't forget to continue to cut my commentator check tonight, despite what I said. Bumpy's still laying there.
Cut your commentator check. Oh. Pasta shows some respect to Bumpy there. And looks like Bumpy's getting up finally.
Pasta Lopez is the Rhodes Whisperer.
Bumpy's getting up.
Bumpy was taking a nap.
Let's hear it for both Bumpy and Pasta. Get the truck. Get the truck.
Get the truck.
Get the truck. Get the truck. Get the truck. Alright, that's enough. Oh man, what a night of wrestling action this has been. What a great night. And what a great night for this. That was this. For my first night, I got treated for some brilliant matches over here.
Non-stop action from bell to bell, beginning bell of the first match to the ending bell that just happened moments ago. It was an incredible night. Malachi of the Apex Order coming out on top, advancing in his first round match against Zachary, who put up a great fight, just couldn't get it done. And then, of course, afterwards, we had Avarice Askham and Bumpy Rhodes. Bumpy Rhodes almost pulling it out in the end, but Avarice just being too much will not allow anybody to stand in his way between his goal of becoming the first RWA World Heavyweight Champion. He advances in his first round, so that means that I guess I have a date also next week. Be facing Pasta Lopez in our second round of the RWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, man, and you know that's still crazy. You've got the semifinals. You've got Avarice and Malachi going at it for that second round. And then you've got, as you said, Alex and Pasta. That's going to be one hell of a match. But now it's about time for us to wrap up. But before we go, we want to remind you again, if you want to learn, if you want to know more about RWA, if you want to keep in touch for all the action going on in RWA on social media, check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. You've got the little buttons on behind me and Alex right here. Those buttons take you to those awesome links right there. And we also have the in-world group at the RWA Ally. If you're a member of that, you get those in-world notifications right there of when the latest and greatest shows on the SL Wrestling Grid happen.
If I could cut you off there real quick, brother, one last thing that we do not have a button for yet, but I would like to mention, if you want to keep up to date with us in the world of Discord, enjoy our Discord server. Here is a Discord invite where we have things such as the Rampage Reaction Room, and we have reminders of all of our shows. You can go ahead and click this link that I posted in the chat, and that'll get you in the RWA Discord as well.
Anyway, that is all the action we have for you tonight. So stick with us. Come on in next week for another exciting episode of Rampage Wrestling Alliance Rewired. Thank you very much, everyone, and as Henry Parker says, teleport safely. Have a good night, everyone.
We'll see you next time. Let's play it in the back.